Welcome back, guys. This is part three of our conversation with Awesome M
Hey, hey.
regarding the pros and cons of watching porn. So let's give you a context of part three. So porn does have a potential harm of for teenagers. It is widely considered by experts to far outweigh any potential advantages. So the adolescent brains are still developing, so there might be some disadvantages of watching porn for teenagers, right? Especially the impulse control, decision making, and understanding the long term consequences. That being said, let me ask M about is it advantage for early exposure to sexuality? Is there an advantage of early exposure to sexuality?
You could say there is, so you could say yes, that there is an advantage. I forget what age you are when we have sex ed in school, but yeah, I could say early exposure. Like how, okay, hold on. How early?
I don't know. I mean, legally, I don't legally you should be 18 plus, right?
Right, exactly.
So
But we're not talking about,
legal.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's stick to just porn. So early exposure in the sense, let's say 14, 15, I guess.
Okay.
And
I think,
yeah.
okay.
Or I mean, present day kids are, I don't know, they are more far advanced because of all the cell phones and media they have access to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
consider that.
Yeah, talking about our generation now, the generation now, is there an advantage?
Let me ask you this: when did you watch your first porn?
Me?
If you,
Okay.
yeah, let's take it from there.
Okay. So let's, cause porn is like actually seeing the human anatomy, the body parts. Is that porn? Because if we're saying like the first time I saw like a hot spicy scene in a movie, is that considered porn?
Well, that's not porn unless the movie is A-rated or something.
Gotcha.
Like watching porn, like porn, right?
Oh, okay. So watching porn for me, I think that was like in my 20s.
What? You're Gen Z and oh wow. So guys, she's
my parents were very strict. And honestly, it's not even about my parents. It was about me. Like I wasn't, cause I have a very young soul, you could say. So I wasn't thinking about that, really.
wow. So the question again. So for the viewers, let us know in the comment section what does early exposure to sexuality. What are the advantages of early exposure, if there are any? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, does early exposure to sexuality create unrealistic expectations about sex? Like, for example, you're still learning about the sexual anatomy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you suddenly got introduced to porn. Does it set unrealistic expectations about sex? Like, sex means you have such a long body part, or sex means you have to perform for at least a couple of hours. So sex means you have to perform certain activities on the other person.
Right.
So does it set unrealistic expectations about sex for an innocent brain?
Oh yes, yes it does.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, because like you said, like if you watch say porn like when you're in 20s, it's kind of late for present Gen Z.
So we're talking about me now.
Well, you sound pretty old to me, but you're like, I know you're very young, so I was wondering like, what the heck is wrong with you? But at the same time, I'm kind of proud of you, the way your parents structured your young adult life.
Or you could just say I just didn't need that type of exposure yet. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
Unrealistic expectations about the bodies and the relationships as well. Does it trigger early exposure to porn will trigger unrealistic expectations about sex, bodies, and relationships too, by the way?
Yes, I still stand by my yes. It does, because you're at, yeah, that, like, we're going back to what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Right? And you're just learning about sex, and then you watch porn, professional porn. You're seeing all these different types of anatomy, and then you're still growing. You're still growing as you're still, yeah, you're physically still growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does porn, create misinformation about consent, right? So for the innocent brains that are still developing, right? They don't know or aware of consensual sex. So does watching porn at such a young age, does it create misinformation about consent, sexual consent?
Yes, because where my mind goes, so you know how like porn, there's different categories of porn, right? So there's different categories of porn. There's, for example, like the stepsister, the MILF, all those. And then you're watching porn, and based on my history, I guess, based on my history of watching porn.
Experiences. Yeah.
Sure, experience of watching porn. I don't, in the video, they never ask like, do I have your not I know, right? Like, just you're about to have sex, and you're like, you stop and you're like, hey, can I have your consent to have sex?
Yeah. Those contracts are done prior to the performance.
Exactly.
But in real life, it's a criminal.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
To be on a serious note, you better, please, on a serious note, you have to have consent from both partners to continue.
And also, it is illegal to have sex when you are underage. Correct?
I did not know. I was not aware that there was a legal age of having sex.
18 plus, right? Or one of the parties can actually. Do you think they can go to the cops or?
Oh, okay. So you're saying, like, let's say, okay, you're trying to ask me if somebody has if somebody is involved in a sexual activity with another person. Well, obviously.
Underage, 18, below 18, and that's
below 18, and
that's wrong, right? I mean,
okay.
Practically, that person can go to the cops, right? And say that.
And then they can take action.
Yeah.
Right. You are right on that. You're right on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was about to share a personal thing, but that's okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So again, coming back to that question, does porn raises the limits of consent? So for teenagers, because their brain has not fully developed, or it has to be practically, but let's say in America, it's not fully developed, or anywhere in the world, I guess. But without consent, you do something, it's a crime.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So there is a very thick line between porn and actually real life. So porn for teenagers can turn into a crime pretty quickly. So they have to be careful.
Yeah.
So viewers, if you disagree with me, please do comment on this topic, and we will conclude our part 3, and we'll be back for part 4 soon.
See you soon.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.